Okay, now that you have our homepage set up, I'm going to go over how to create a very basic assignment for your students in Canvas. If you click on the Assignments tab on the left-hand side, that'll take you to your Assignments menu. Now, if you use a student information system like PowerSchool, like our school does, there is a way that you can connect your Canvas to that and you can import your assignment groups. Since this is a fake course, I can't actually do that here, but if you have that set up, when you add an assignment, you can pick the correct category that the grade would go to in your grading program. In our case, it's PowerSchool. When you add the assignment, you have the option to sync to SIS, which then will automatically sync the grades to PowerSchool. It'll write over the assignment, it'll write over the grades, and it takes a step out for you as a teacher. There's lots of advantages to doing that. I know that there's sometimes some reluctance to doing that. I've been doing it for a couple of years now and I absolutely love it. It has made my life so much easier because things automatically update, but I also see when assignments are submitted right on my Canvas homepage. So let's start by creating an assignment. This is going to be just a basic assignment. And so for this one, we are going to have this be a writing prompt. And we will go ahead and assign it a description. So a response based on the image. Now, this is a really bad writing prompt, but I just want to show what it looks like if you have an image and you want to put that in there. So I'm just going to use an existing image from Canvas. If you click on Canvas, you can actually upload a file into My Files, pick yourself a picture, and you can enter that right in there. And here, we'll just use this one since it's right there and easy. For ADA compliance, and alternate text on an image is always good. It'll default to the file name, but I'll change it to prompt image, not real good description for this particular one. And you can change the dimensions. That's a little bit big, so we're just going to change it to something a little bit more reasonable. Aspect ratio is going to be preserved. Hit update, and the image should show up. So there it is, a little bigger than I wanted it to be, but certainly not as big as it was originally. So there you have it. You can assign a point value to whatever the assignment is. The assignment group, I only have a module example, but if you had synced your assignment groups to your student information system, those would show up there and you pick the correct one and it will show up there. You can display things as points, percentage, completing, complete. However, I always do points. If you want, you can pick your submission type. In this particular case, we're going to do online. And in this case, it's just going to be a text entry. So students are actually going to type in their text response. And if you check Sync to SIS, this is the one that's going to sync it to your school's student information system. I'm not going to do that on this because it's a sample assignment. I can show it on my real page what that looks like when you do that. You can set a due date. So we're going to say that this one is due today. Yeah, at the end of the day is fine. And I want to make this available right away. But if I change the date, it'll publish it later and it'll automatically go live for the students. And then I'm going to leave it open because I don't really care if they submit it late. I can always decide if I want to reduce it based on when they submit it because there will be a timestamp. So I'm just going to leave it open. It's up to me to decide what I want to do. This one's ready to go, so I'm going to save and publish. Sometimes I click save because I'm in the middle of working and then I forget to click publish and then the students try to do the assignment and then it won't work and that's a problem. And that's a bigger problem because we can't find that page. So let's see what just happened. Sometimes playing around in a fake course, things don't work perfectly. So you have that here. What you see here, this little black X, that's when I didn't sync it to our PowerSchool. So that's what that looks like there. Now you have this writing prompt. So that is all set. I can go back to my home page. Neat about doing assignments this way is when you go in your home page and you're editing, you set up your assignments first. And this is something that I want to do tomorrow. And I go into my home page And I want to make it as easy as possible for students to see what they need to do, click it, they don't have to go to another page, it's all going to be right there. I can start with today, complete, and then I can go over here, click on assignments, writing prompt. And you can add more descriptions, you can add whatever you want to do. If you click save, now it's going to show up just like that. So if I'm on my home page, you can have your directions. It tells students what to do. There's a direct link. It takes them to the assignment, so they're actually going to see it. So if we looked at this from a student view, there's a couple advantages to setting up assignments this way. I know it's like to calendar, but this actually does that without having to add things to the calendar. So a student's going to see this. They're going to see today's assignment is writing prompt. Under their to-do, it's going to say writing prompt. Well, since I created this as an actual assignment, if I click it in either location as a student, it's actually going to load that assignment. It'll say it'll give you the directions, what they need to do. So they're going to click submit assignment, and they can type their response. This is my response. It is not very good. And they can submit it. So now for the student, they can see that it was submitted. They can see their submission details. If they want to resubmit it, they can actually go ahead and do that. But what's really nice is when they go back to their homepage, to do, nothing for now, because they did everything that is listed as their to do. Now for you as a teacher, another advantage to setting up assignments this way is that, oh, look, student completed. So now it is under my to do. So I know that I need to grade it. Now this could be an assignment from 3 weeks ago. It's still going to show up here. I'll click on it as a teacher. I can see their response. I can view it in paper view. I can view it in plain text view. I can add comments to it here. Not good. Half credit. I'm being very generous. I can attach something if I wanted to attach anything to it. I could add a media comment, so I could even record my voice and give them feedback if I wanted to. And then I can give them a score. In this case, I'm going to give them a 5 out of 10. Submit it, and now the student will get that. They'll see their score, and it's going to show up. So now if I went into my grade book, again, fake class, not sure it's going to work perfect, but I can see that that particular student, they're my only student, I can see what they have done, and their assignment is there. So going back to the main page, as a teacher, I am going to see nothing under my to-do, and what's coming up is that writing prompt that is due. But if I had something that I had to do, like grade, it would actually show up under there. So the other thing is, I know a lot of people like to use the calendar, and that can be really helpful. So if you click on the calendar, you can actually view that item there. One second. Let's show up in here, view calendar. So you can see my course calendar. Since I gave an assignment a date, it will actually show up on the calendar without me having to add a calendar entry. Now I got lots and lots of calendars. And you should see this one here. There it is, right there, writing prompt. And it shows up on my calendar for my course. So if I click on it, it's got the information, the details, and what it is, and the prompt. Students can't click to do anything from it, but that's typical of any calendar item that you would see in Canvas. So by having it on a homepage, by having it linked, it makes it really easy. The students know what they need to do because it's going to show up in their to-do. When they've completed everything, their to-do list will say nothing at this time, which is code for you're all done. Good job. So that's it for that. Next video, I will show a different type of assignment.